Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. And tonight was the premiere of Reality with the King, and his guest was Lateashia Pearson from Bell Collective. We're going to try to get into it. Let's go. So Laticia comes out and she and Carlos have their pleasantries. And he said they're going to spotlight the highlights of the season, right? So the first thing they talk about is when they were at the reservoir and she wanted the girls, meaning Latrice and Marie, to kind of get it back together. Marie was like, can I go? And Latrice said, I ain't gonna be able to do it, baby. And they talked about how much she cried this season. She said she cried a lot this season. But he asked, since the reunion is over, at this moment, where is Latrice and Marie in their relationship? She said they were cordial. So Carlos asked her, what did she think of this season of Bell Collective? She said it was so new and it was so fresh. And then there was a turning point. She said at first she didn't know where the show was going. Let me know what you think about that. Because I don't know, maybe the season was so short. It was just so much in there. What do you think was new and fresh? And did you get that from this season of Bell Collective? Okay, tonight, Scotty and Jay Evans and I did a wrap up of Bell Collective. We talked about Bell Collective and how we feel about it, right? And this is one of the things that drive me crazy. So she's talking about having an event at the Westin, the igloo party. They have these new igloos there, and you go in and you have dinner in the igloos or whatever, right? She posted it on her page. She said she was doing the event and Latrice and Marie were there. And then she said Marie has a man. We all saw Marie with the Caucasian man in the igloo. But on here, hold on. So then they post this. We all saw the live. I have it on my page. We've talked about who this white man hoppo that Marie is with. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should not have put this in your story if you wanted to save this for the next season. Because she said we do have a new season, right? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I don't like about reality TV. Like, nobody thinks about the steps. You want to scramble this man's face, and we've all seen him, and he's all over YouTube with Marie. Let's keep going. So then he asked her, what do you think about the relationship between So Gucci, JJ, and Selena? And she's like, I wouldn't want to call it a family affair. So Carlos calls it triple trouble. But fast forward, we all know that that's not even a thing anymore. Then Carlos asked her, how does the So Gucci, JJ, Selena thing work with them? And she said it impacts the collective, right? So they show the conversation with JJ and So Gucci about going to the baby shower. Carlos said that he is very proud of So Gucci for taking accountability and wanting to have a relationship with the girls. And Laticia said that she was kind of shocked because she was used to the God darn it JJ. But this JJ was just a little different, you know, because it seems like So Gucci was trying to make amends, but JJ was trying to keep her from doing that. So that's how Laticia feels about that situation. But Laticia did say that even though So Gucci wanted to make that amends and stuff, she does understand standing by your man, right? She was like, you can say one thing with us, but you may be saying another thing with him. And she was like, she gets that. It is what it is. What do you think about that? Because I feel like y'all might have some strong feelings about that. But I do applaud So Gucci, and she applauded, as well as Carlos, that she was trying to make amends with the girls and Selena for that fact. I think that's great. Got on Antoinette, and they showed the clip where Antoinette says she ain't, you know, whatever. And she said that Antoinette was a walking rerun. And she said that what Antoinette should have done, although Latrice brought her, she should have stayed with the collective and rode the wave and just been on the show. She said now she wants to come back. So I don't know how she really feels about her coming back. I don't think Laticia really wants her to come back, but she may have to come back. Laticia said that they're building a legacy and they've got renewed, and it was the fastest renew ever, right? And now you want to come here after we've built this and get back on the train with us. She said she should have stayed because she said she told her that they were going places. You probably gonna need her. You're probably gonna need her. So they got to talking about the co-ed brunch and how Cliff was the recipient for the award, and that was really big. And Carlos said that he likes the way that she acknowledged the men, not just on the show, but in the group. So that was really positive, the brunch on the Bayou. So they showed the playback of Sophia and Selena talking by the pool, and Marie and Latrice kind of making amends over a hamburger. Those moments were good, right? Regardless of him ignoring the no contact with Soguchi and Selena, it is good that they had their moment. And fast forward to today, they are all good now. And I thought that was good. Those are things that we like to see on television. Not so much the girls going at it like that. I thought those were two good scenes. Tell me what you think about that. And then he was talking about Selena coming on the show. You know, not that she was on the show to replace anyone, but she was just different from all the other girls. And I agree with him. She did bring something else. But then he said that Gucci would have the best storyline or the biggest storyline ever. And then Letitia said that she and Monroe was talking about it and said Gucci about to have a big storyline and it's going to take some of the heat off of us. What kind of heat? I'm asking. And then Carlos said, we'll see next season. So they talked about Leticia and Latrice's relationship. And she said it's so good to be back with her. It's like a big sis, little sis love. She said that when we did get back together, it just clicked right back in. But see, people are still feeling a certain way because of the way Leticia was standing over Latrice at their reunion last season, like about to knock her block off. And then this season, they're in cahoots. So it's a little discrepancy there. Now they're showing the playback of Laticia and Latrice talking after her grand opening. They're going to have to stop talking about Akeisha and Willie intentionally ruining her event, because that is not what happened. And everybody that saw that knows Glenn and Cliff were the culprits. Everybody saw that. So she said that when Akeisha came on, she knew everything Akeisha had going on before she got to the collective. She knew she had property on Ferris Street. And she said Akeisha was calling her. I haven't heard anything. Am I in? And she said she was calling to make sure she got on the show. And then she was like, the dirty plates. See, Akeisha came in and made Leticia work. Because when she got to talking about them dirty plates, that put her in another lane. That was a good time. Then she said after Akeisha talked about them dirty plates and she was sitting at the table, she said she looked at Tambra and Tambra looked at her and she said, I should have listened to you when you were trying to tell me about Tambra. Now, I don't know how well that's going to go over with Tambra, because from my understanding, Akeisha and Tambra really have a good relationship, or they know each other. I'll say that. So she said she felt the tension at the Taste grand opening. But what she doesn't have to worry about is the Akeisha chili cold front on Bell Collective anymore. So then we get a sneak peek. Right here, Tisha is still taking up for herself, right? And Martell has said in his confessional, double down, that Tisha may already know what's going on And he talks about the women that him and Marceau has shared, but him first and Marceau behind him. I'll talk to y'all later.